eBay has just revamped everyone's storefront, so we're going to delve into that. We're going to look at it. We're going to show you before, afters, and we're going to actually talk about how to address and move things back around. Hey, it's Don. Today we're going to look at eBay's storefront. We'll show you the changes they just did, including the fact that your landing page originally you had before is totally gone. It steers any potential buyer to a small, cramped version of what they had before with very little features. So we'll hop over, let's look at it. We'll show you a few things you can do. We'll show you how to edit it, and we'll look at the results at the end. So as a buyer, when you go to a person's store, this is the page they see now when they land. It says all items here, and as you scroll down, it actually ends. There's no category bars or anything else like that. eBay changed them now, so they changed the categories, so they've removed them from all I can see. Shop by category. Now, you can obviously come in here and pick the ones, but it doesn't have the breakdown. For those who remember, this is just one of my listings. It actually used to have all of your categories and some other options at the top, and it used to have my banner. They've actually removed my banner, it appears, as well. In my opinion, without changing it up or going back in and editing your store, this isn't very appealing to a buyer who's just coming in. Even from your listings, they can instantly get to one of your categories, unlike in your own store. So you can edit, you can change some of these. Bad time is always with eBay to be screwing around with stuff that costs us even more time in, fourth quarter. They lose money when we can't list more items. So it makes no freaking sense whatsoever why eBay would do this at this time of the year. With this setup here too, on my actual listing, if you've got a store, I would definitely go in there and change your listing template if it doesn't have all of your store categories already set up in it. These are all my categories here, basically, that I sell in. So it can instantly click through those. And with this, if they want to find records through your listing itself, they can instantly be taken here, and then they can pick whichever type they want from there. So this is a good option. If you're not using this on every one of your listings, you're missing out possibly on sales. Because once you get them in your listing, you can hopefully pull them right into your store. Far easier way for them to get to your store right here, right down at the top of the listing, where they're going to have to read the description if they want to know something else about the item. So anyway, that's something you need to do. To set that up, that's in site preferences. I do believe you can honestly get to that through your store as well, because it's using your store information for that template, this listing template basically. So here now, I'm logged in this time. This is me logging in and going to my store. This is the first thing you will see. Your storefront got an update. Here's what's new. You can click on through here if you want. It's going to give you somewhat of a breakdown, but we're just going to dismiss this. I'm going to go up to manage my store, and we're going to do what we can to fix this. Now, I'm kind of bothered that they removed my billboard, so we're going to have to find something else. Now, I actually made a couple banners up. It actually gives you the size, so just pick whichever graphics program you want. Start with the width, 1200, and then enter 270 as the height of the artwork that you want. I think you can do that in GIMP. I have Clip Studio, Paint, a few other ones, Corel Draw, and things like that I use. So I actually created some. Now I just have to figure out where I saved them. In fact, there they are right there. So I picked a couple just to kind of see which one I liked better. And that doesn't look bad either. We can change it at any time, and it will take you back to the same spot. I think that looks too digital. Let's try one more. Geez, no, I don't like that either. So we're just going to use that bright red one. So this should improve it right off the bat, at least in my book, on the looks of it. Now, you can pick a logo or something like that. Now, with this option here, I'm just going to remove it because I don't care if that's there at all. I don't need a logo at this point. Featured categories. So you can go ahead and add some categories. And this will be on your storefront. We'll have to see what happens when we do it to see where it puts them. So let's go in here. Oh, geez, you got to add it. Go through everything here. Let's see here. A lot of extra work, it looks like. We're going to put that one. So from here, I've just went ahead and picked a higher price item and pulled a photo from that off from my store and used that as the image. So I'm just going to spend a few moments and we're going to fill in the rest of these so we can move on and see what else we can do with this. Okay, so I've just went ahead and filled in the rest of the categories up here, and then it gives you an option to do some featured. So I just picked some random items that might be indicative of what I sell. Then I've also came down here, there's an option to pick a banner. I'm going to do it by store category with Victorian trade cards. You can pick any one you want. You're just clicking the banner button. I'm going to add a image and just a second here as it loads, just to give something interesting. These items have just arrived. New to this season. That sounds fine. We'll put an exclamation point. Save banner. We're going to do category preferences, so we're going to do store category, and then we're going to preview as a draft just to see what it shows. So that looks much better, even though it hasn't gotten rid of that. Let's go back for just a second here and see if no, it just has a box there. So anyway, we're just going to go ahead and publish that and see what happens then. Your store updates have been published. Visit store. So this is now what it gives us. It still doesn't give us, let's see how it breaks it down. You still have to click the button, so I still don't like the way it breaks it down here. At least it does give you some categories you can push. Let's see if it actually takes you to those categories, though. Yeah, and then it's pretty much locking you into the categories that they've done. So I don't know how good this is going to be. It does have the featured categories as I set up, so they can at least pick out some of the items I've got tons of. Then it's got my featured here. There's my banner. But you know what it doesn't have is a list of all my categories. The only way someone knows if I've got more than that is they've got to come down here and look at the see all. So I don't see how that helps. Where's my categories? Yeah, they can click here, but I think this is going to really screw up a lot of people, truthfully. I just don't like this at all. This just pretty much limits the buyer to only seeing these specific items here, so they don't get an overall sense of what you have. The listing, they show all items here. Let's see, it's by best match. Let's go a different way here. Best match to what? I haven't typed anything in, so what's the best match that they're giving? This is by newest. These are items we just listed just a few hours ago. And then these are relisted. So then they're going to have to click down here. And then it pulls up the category. But then I don't have a banner up here anymore. My banner is gone from here. So I guess I'm going to have to play around with this. I would recommend spending a little bit of time to clean this up, make it look a little better. I hate the way this works. This is just totally not productive to showing a buyer what they're looking for in my book. This just isn't going to be a big help. I could see this could hurt the overall store sales. So if you want to judge a sale versus store versus just randomly found, I would say this is probably going to lower the amount that are coming from your store. I don't search like this. Never have. I don't search like this anywhere else. So I would play around with it if I was you and see if you can't beef it up a little bit. I mean, this is just a terrible time to have to deal with this, but as I see it, there's no other way around it. I don't see any other way to show the sidebar over there. Select the category type you would like to display. It doesn't give you any options to get rid of that initial page. I'd rather it just go to the second page where you actually can see my categories, but that is not an option. So I don't know. This just doesn't seem to be practical at all, nor does it seem to be helpful to the seller. But anyway, that's what I have for you today.
Well, there we have it. Hopefully that gave you some ideas, some thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.
This is Cindy. She's new from Mark's Toys. Her hair is soft and easy to care for. Her skin is soft, too. And there are so many ways that you can move her. That's Cindy. And all these toys are what we call Cindy's World. There's a lot to choose from.
Cindy can be a friend.
Here's Cindy's bedroom set.
Pretend she's your very own friend. Where shall you go next? What shall you do?
This is Cindy's dining room set.
Whatever it is, she can be there with you. Sharing.
And these are the things in Cindy's kitchen. Each piece is sold separately. And here's Cindy's music center. It has a real radio. 9-volt battery not included. Cindy and each toy are sold separately. Part of Cindy's World for Marks.